Of all the videos I've made lately looking ahead at Nintendo Switch's future, this one is by far the most concrete and the most exciting. Let me take you back a little bit. Remember when we had all of those rumors and thoughts and discussions and videos about Smash Bros. Getting something brand new? Remember that? It was all tied to Amiibo restocks, Amiibo data, and all of these Amiibo coming back for mysteriously no reason when every other Amiibo restock was directly tied to a game, DLC, or otherwise Nintendo announcement. Yeah, nothing came of that except the Sora Amiibo. We got the Sora Amiibo in the last Direct, and that was about it. No! There have been corrections, changes, and a brand new update from Paris Spikey, the detective extraordinaire behind the Amiibo research, and it actually is leading to something far greater than Smash Brothers. This is in the realm of rumor/leak right now, but you're gonna see the dates and the data. It's hard to argue with, and it could be the most exciting bit of information we've had in regards to Nintendo Switch 2 yet. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Paris Spikey, dude who did all this Amiibo research, he's correctly predicted Amiibo restocks tying into past game announcements, DLC announcements, and he recently had this big post about how a Greek retailer was restocking all these Amiibo for late September, and maybe that's something to do with Smash Brothers. Otherwise, why are they doing it? We had ties between Mario Amiibo and the new Mario Wonder, but we couldn't figure out the rest of them. Turns out he was wrong. Turns out there was something in his research that gave him this date of the 28th, when instead the date is actually November 10th. He's now posted an updated research pamphlet. It's really cool how this guy does this. He is King Amiibo. And November 10th is the day. We have Metroid, Zelda, Mario, and Smash Amiibo all restocking around November 10th. Now, at first blush, you might say, Black Friday! You and your grandma go out and shopping and get a 763-inch TV for $19.79. But you also got ran over, so what's the cost of the medical bill versus the TV savings? Anyhow, Black Friday isn't really a thing in Europe. This Greek Amiibo retailer would not be concerned with restocking for Black Friday. But okay, even if Nintendo is restocking for Black Friday, why are they restocking Amiibo? Why are they restocking Amiibo? Well, maybe they're restocking Amiibo because this is when the Switch bundles come out, right? Every November, Nintendo puts out their Mario Kart bundle, and sometimes they have something extra to incentivize holiday purchases, right? For new Switch owners, for little brothers, for grandmas, for all this sort of stuff. But no, this year Nintendo has opted to do something very different for the first time, which when it first came out didn't seem like a big deal. Nintendo is dropping their Nintendo Switch 2023 holiday bundles on October 6th. This is the first time that they're dropping their holiday bundles a month early, and even in their very own press release, they call out that the holidays are starting early this year. Very strange, isn't it? So these Amiibo restock November 10th aren't tied to holiday bundles, aren't tied to anything Smash, aren't tied to new games, because we've got Mario RPG, but that doesn't deal with Metroid or Zelda. What's going on here? And why are they all around the same exact date? Well, Paris Spikey has dove in even deeper, and he shows that this could tie into a Nintendo Switch hardware reveal. In fact, he can't see any other option besides Nintendo at least teasing their hardware in late October to early November. He goes through all of these details and all of this data, talking about how different restocks have had 16-day averages for Amiibo restocks and the news they connect to. So 16 days before November 10th is October 26th, and 16 days after November 10th is November 26th. So you're basically looking at a full month between October 26th and November 26th, where something should be happening in concert with all these Amiibo restocks. And I know a lot of you are going to say, maybe they're just restocking because they want to sell Amiibo, but Nintendo has not done this. We have years of historical evidence that Amiibo restocks are tied directly to Nintendo announcements. We have back history to show that, and we have Paris Spikey himself correctly predicting, based on his research in past years, that new Amiibo restocks led to new announcements. Now this gets even weirder when we go back to March, and we see that in March of this year, Jeff Grubb said that he's been hearing a rumor that late 2023 is when we would see the next Nintendo Switch. Now, he wasn't very confident in this rumor, and he hasn't really resurfaced it since, but I know lately we've been inundated with late 2024, late 2024, late 20... Okay, what if some of those are off? We know Nate Drake posited this March 2024 theory based on what people from Gamescom and those developer meetings had told him. Nintendo's floating March 2024. Is it a reveal? Is it a launch? We also know Nintendo wants to get this thing out ASAP, and we know there's been tons of building chatter. What if Nintendo's soft lineup at the recent Direct is indeed leading to a Nintendo early launch? March, April, May, something of that sort. Let's consider another possibility. A new game announcement, a new Direct, a special presentation. When has Nintendo ever announced anything in mid-November? Never. Maybe they do some sort of like Indie World or a sale, but they're not announcing a big new game tied to either Metroid, Zelda, Mario, Smash Bros. In November. They're also not doing a November Nintendo Direct. There's also no Game Awards. There's also no TGS. November is empty because no one really does announcements in late October or November. They're already geared up, and now it's just go time. But what if Nintendo has something special saved for this time of the year? And Paraspikey says, currently, nothing else makes sense to be that late into the year beyond a new hardware reveal, something like the NX where they show gameplay on the new system. The only restock that was dated for the 28th was actually the Smash one, and that did truly pan out. Even if it wasn't software related, it panned out with Sora Amiibo being announced, and so there is a refresh of enthusiasm and excitement for Smash Brothers and Smash Amiibo, and if you've missed out on a few, maybe you're getting ready to go pre-order Sora, and so you want to grab some others. But all of these other restocks do not add up. They do not tie to anything. They do not make any sense. And the November 10th date is extra odd because whereas that should be tied to Nintendo Switch bundles for the holiday season, why is Nintendo, out of character, out of past precedent, choosing to launch their holiday bundles in October? Here's the theory. Everybody says you don't announce new hardware during the holiday season because that completely, absolutely chomps, eats, and sabotages your current system sales. What if most of those system sales, though, happen before the announcement? What if the bundles, the holiday Animal Crossing Switch Lights and the Mario Kart Ever bundle, come out in October, and parents and people and purchasers can pick them up for over a month before Nintendo Switch 2 is revealed? Then yes, you do have a dip around Black Friday, but maybe many of these consoles have already been picked up, and maybe the games are too exciting to pass up. I personally do not think a Nintendo Switch 2 announcement absolutely kills Switch sales. And I wonder if that's the reason why Nintendo possibly has emphasized Nintendo Switch Lite as part of the bundle offering this year. Getting a Switch Lite at a $199 price point, getting a Switch Lite that gives you another island or gives someone else in your family a chance to play Animal Crossing, that's a Me Too purchase, right? That is not a, oh, this is our family's Nintendo Switch. Nobody's getting a Switch Lite for the family, typically, and this is probably a console that you'd get as an extra for possibly a younger gamer or a more casual gamer or somebody that isn't going to care so much about having a $400 brand new system with DLSS and all sorts of bells and whistles. In fact, this all actually makes amazing sense. The Amiibo restocks, timed with the Soft Direct, timed with the early launch of the bundles, timed with Nintendo and all of the leaks and rumors and rumblings we've been hearing lately. What if it really is just about time? Paraspikey says that with Nintendo's earning release happening on the 7th of October, the hardware reveal happening between October 30th and November 7th makes the most sense. They probably would not do a hardware reveal after their earnings release because if they do something like open up pre-orders or see stock prices rise, they'd want to capitalize on that in their earnings release. So now we're zeroed in even further to October 30th, November 7th. Halloween could be extra spooky this year because maybe we'll see something that nobody expected to apparate. We could have a poltergeist of a Switch presentation that nobody has predicted and just appears out of thin air, shocking us all. This could lead to an early 2024 Nintendo Switch 2 launch, but it also could lead to another event. There is the possibility that Nintendo could do a heavy teaser event about something new coming, and then say stay tuned in early 2024, do a reveal event early in 2024, and then do a launch later in the year. That is quite possible. But this stealthy, sneaky, small idea that maybe Nintendo is ahead of schedule, and maybe they're ready to just launch this thing by storm, and maybe they did love the early year launch that they had from Nintendo Switch 1, and the ability to then carefully curate a wonderful first year that led into a holiday season where the consoles are now readily available and much larger install base to really prop the software up, maybe Nintendo wants that same strategy. I'm going to be nervously waking up early every day from October 30th to November 7th, because even though Amiibo and new hardware don't directly connect, even though you could write this off as just a whole big nothing burger, there is such history in Amiibo restocks tied to announcements, and nothing in November makes a lick of sense. Plus, while it just flew under the radar at announcement, Nintendo dropping their bundles a month early for no apparent reason, why? Why would they do that? What's the point? They've got big Nintendo Switch games every October and November. It's not like Mario Wonder is a wonderkin being an October 20th release. But Nintendo has always opted to bundle it up in November when things are already getting very cold. But maybe this November is actually going to be very, very hot after all. Let me know what you think. I think this is a fantastic theory. I think this is a fantastic rumor. I think it could be tying everything together. And we have Tokyo Game Show coming up next week. And if we're going to start seeing build up, we're going to hear more at Tokyo Game Show. If we start getting even more out of TGS, watch out. This thing could actually be announced in the next 2 months. And that would take our timetable way ahead and really, really excite not only Nintendo fans, but I think the gaming industry, other developers, other publishers, even Microsoft apparently, across the board. I'm ready for it. I'm crossing my fingers for it. I think it could happen. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, SwitchForce out.